Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Clean Greens Living, broadcaster here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bri, and I just wouldn't be myself if I forget to take myself off of mute when the show starts. Thanks, D Money, for letting me know that I am still on mute. Good Lord. Welcome to a beautiful, sunny Tuesday. We are springing forward. Goodness gracious. I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling that spring forward. But I'm here. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I had a good weekend. I want to talk to you guys. I have so much to share today. So much. But I want to start off with one major announcement, which is our CSAs are open. They are live and ready for you to start buying your CSAs to get ready for the season, the upcoming season. We will be starting our season at the end of June, and our season goes from June 24th until Octoberish, depending on the weather. We usually do a 16-week where we give our fresh organic produce, and y'all, our produce is so beautiful. We've shared it throughout our time here. We'll share it some more. I just want to let you know that the CSAs are open. We have three different options. We have small, medium, large. I'm sorry, single, small, large. The single feeds 1 to 2 people, depending on how much you eat. Small feeds 4 to 6 people, and the large feeds about. The small feeds about 2 to 4 people, and a large feeds about 4 to 6 people. And we always have an abundance of produce, so there's always enough for you to share with your family and friends. This year, our CSAs is you buy a CSA and you're able to gift a share to someone you love. And then you're also able to, and then this also provides us the ability to be able to give it out to the community for free. And I just want to remind people, if you're new here, if you don't know exactly what we do, Clean Greens, Clean Greens Live is an extension of Clean Greens Farm and Market, which is a local nonprofit farm. We grow produce out in Duval, over 5 acres. We are on a farm, y'all. We are growing food with our farmer Tommy and our assistant farmer Christina. And I like to say I'm a farmer too. So Farmer Bri, what it then you has tagged me as Brain of the Garden. Yeah, so we are out there along with volunteers throughout the season, planting, growing, and you too can come out here and help us grow this food by volunteering. We do need volunteers. We do love having volunteers. You come out on the farm and you help us plant the produce. You help us harvest the produce for the feedings. You help us weed the produce so the weeds don't choke out our produce, so we can continue to give out fresh organic produce. You also have the chance of, when you volunteer, taking some of that food back home, and you just get to see the beauty in being on the farm is you get to see your work grow, and then people get to eat it, and you have played a part in people eating fresh organic vegetables. So please, if you want to volunteer, you can connect with us on www.cleangreensfarmmarket.com, or you can email me at blackdollarcleangreens@gmail.com. Remember, we are a local nonprofit farm, and it is important to support our mission so that we can be able to continue to provide fresh organic produce to our community for free. That is why we were created, to bring access to fresh organic produce. Not everybody has that access. Not everybody has education around eating healthy. And that's what we're created here to do. We also have two small plots in Seattle area, in the city, that we are dedicated to our youth and those who want to come to learn how to farm, those who want to participate in growing more food to be able to give away. We have land behind the MEE tennis court and in the Rainy Beach area behind South Shore Elementary School, South Shore K to 8, they're a K to 8 school. So we are doing big things with such a small staff. But you know what? Through God, anything's possible, and we be getting the work done. So please follow us on Instagram and get to know more about what we do. Check out our website where you can sign up to be a volunteer. You can sign up to get our CSAs and learn more information. But I just really wanted to reiterate who we are and what we do, because we are doing big things and big things are happening. We are getting ready to start using the herbs that are growing in our gardens for teas and hopefully for tinctures. And we have bees. I don't know if we talked about our bees. We have bees where we're learning how to raise bees for honey and just raise bees to for our bees are pollinators, and they are very important. So we are participating in helping raise bees. It is fun. Bees, I've learned a lot. Like, normally when I see a bee, I am running for my life, but now I've learned that, like, when you're calm, the bees will not attack. A bee landed on my finger, and I remember which finger it is because, like I said, I used to run. It landed on his finger, and I just calmly put my finger down and then took the bee off, and everything was okay. I didn't get stung. However, there are some aggressive bees. Yes, I know they are, because I did also get stung in the face by a bee at a baseball game, but that was not our bees. Our bees don't attack for no reason. Yes, look at that. And some of these bee farmers, I'm not there yet, but they don't wear any gear. They just walk up to the bees. They be just like moving the bees over, opening up the thing, taking the honey out. I'm not there yet. I have gloves and I have gear that protects me and makes me feel safe. But other than that, we have bees, we have big things coming in Clean Greens, and we would love for you to volunteer. We also have a youth program during the summer that we're getting ready to start opening up the list for people to join us. And I'm super excited that we are getting ready to start working with Seattle School for Girls with a 8-week program in our garden. So this is just exciting things happening here at Clean Greens. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, for supporting us, for sharing our mission, keeping us uplifted in prayers, because this work, farm work, is not easy, but it is so fun and it's meaningful. And I can't express the feeling I get when I'm out on the farm. It's amazing. It's like a whole different experience. Even when I'm in the city and we're in that land, farming helps with your mental clarity. Farming helps with working out and physical activity. You're also learning how to feed your body, learning how food grow. So it's important. And I know a lot of people are like locked in thinking farming equals is slavery history, but it's not. We got to change the narrative. Farming is our history. Farming is history before our ancestors got here. Farming is history in the Bible. Everything is surrounded by farming. Farming is life and ties you back to the earth and helps bring you mental clarity. Food helps bring mental clarity. This all connects to our mental health and our body and who we are. All right. So, what's on the agenda today? Happy Women's History Month. This year, I don't know, this Women's History Month is so special to me as I navigate who I am as a woman outside of being a wife and a mother. This Women's History Month is just super exciting for me because this is the first year where I really took time to get connected with Bri and who she is and what she needs and what she wants. So I think today's episode would just be a moment where we talk about how do we honor ourselves, and it's okay to honor yourself and uplift yourself. So today, this episode of Clean Greens Live is dedicated to the women of Clean Greens, which is me, Christina, First Lady Karen, and all of and Selena and Annette, Samara, Zoe, all of the women who help volunteer on our farm, Mary and her team. You guys, we do great work here, and it is okay to sit and take a time to honor what you do and who you are. And then also take breaks. Take breaks. The work is going to be there. This year, I told myself I am starting a year off with taking the month of January off, not from work, but just from doing anything extra outside of my work and my family. This year I came in, I was leaving out of 2024, I mean 2023 again, stressed out, a little less stressed out than I left 2022, but I was still stressed out. And so I had to get to why I was stressed out. And I was just doing too many projects. And can you believe I was doing so many projects where I felt like, and I still came into 2024 feeling like a failure? What? So I have to remind myself of some of the things that I did in 2023. And so that leads me to remind all the women out here who feel like we're failures, you're not failing. You're not failing. You just need to take time to rest and remember the things that you've done and trust yourself and trust the process. Um, and know that you're not missing out on any opportunity. When I first said, okay, I'm gonna take this month off and not do any extra projects, at first immediately I was like, oh my God, is this gonna mess up any relationships that I've built through doing the things that done? Is this gonna mess up any opportunity? But I for myself took time and trusted in God. I promised myself 2024 would be me seeking God. And that has been a promise that I have been fulfilling going into the third month of January 2024. So I'm excited. I took my time. Don't limit yourself on your time. I limited myself and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be out for January doing not doing anything extra. I'll come back strong. February ready to go. February came and I was still tired. Ladies, listen to your body. You have to sit still, sit quiet, and feel what your body is trying to tell you and be okay with that. My body was like, Bri, you're not rested. You went hard in the paint all last year. It's gonna take more than a month to just get you back and ready to roll. But when I tell you, as I was relaxing and doing what I promised myself would do, which was to take time off, sit with myself and see what I really want, seek God for myself, opportunity still came to me. Opportunity still came to me. So I just want to remind us ladies that it is okay to take time for yourselves outside of your families, just for you. It's okay. And ladies, have you got your physical? Is your appointment set up for your physical? Stay on top of your health, please. Know your blood sugars, your iron, your how much you weigh. You guys, it's important. We can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure you're setting up your physicals. Make sure you got your dental appointment. Make sure you are focusing on yourself as well as your families. We get so caught up in taking care of other people. I am notorious from putting my health behind, and I have to constantly remind myself. So make sure you got your physicals. Make sure you're taking care of you because your family needs you. But most importantly, you need you and you need you in good health. If you feel like you're failing, I want you to take some time and write down a list of accomplishments that you've done. Like I left out of 2023 thinking I didn't really do much, but then I was like, wait, you graduated, you helped plan a harvest dinner, you helped plan a grand opening, you ran a whole organization. Uh, on top of being a wife and mother, planning birthdays, there is so much that we do, but we feel like we're losing. We feel like we lost because we don't take time to sit in our accomplishments and our moments before we are going on to the next thing. Um, and I just feel so good talking about being in a moment and being Women's History Month. First of all, I want to thank my guy D Money behind the scenes who helps produce our show. He connected me with another beautiful woman that hosts a show on Rainier Avenue Radio, Women in Business Expo. And she had her luncheon this weekend. And when I tell you, it was so beautiful to be around other women who are either working a business or trying to start a business. There was some men in the house that was dropping gems for us ladies. And I just wanted to bring some of what I learned back because I am walking on air and I am very proud of myself because when I was first asked to MC this luncheon, of course I said yeah, immediately said yeah, because I don't I'm learning to say no. That's one of the things I gotta work on. But also it was a women's business luncheon. And I was like, yes, I'm all for my women and connecting and growing with each other. But when I first did the MC, when I first said yes, I was like, panic set in. I was like, I don't know how to MC. I'm not even funny. Like, how am I going to be able to keep the energy rolling? How is this going to work out? But you know what? This is my proud moment that I'm sharing. So please don't take this show as me being arrogant. This is just me being proud. It is okay for you to pump yourself up and talk your ish. So this episode is about me talking my ish. Um, when I pulled up, there was this calmness over me. And I like to credit that to God and my commitment to seeking Him because I've been in my Bible, I've been in my prayer, not as much as I want to, but a lot more than I used to be, way more than I used to be. And I got in there and I was very proud of myself for the first time and didn't need anyone to affirm me. I had already affirmed myself. So, ladies, remember to affirm yourselves. It's okay to affirm yourself. Stop waiting for someone to affirm you. You're going to hold your breath and die before sometimes before you get an affirmation. So remember to affirm yourself. But also know that it's okay to want to be affirmed because as I was affirming myself, people were coming up to me affirming me. And that was so beautiful because I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't looking for anyone to affirm me. But soon as I walked in that space, I was being affirmed one moment after another. And this is why it's important for us women to stick together. We are not each other's enemies. We are not going against each other. We need to align with each other so that we can continue to uplift each other. It is so important to remember that your sister is not your competition. You are your own competition. You want to do and reach better than you have the day before. And what I learned there is it's not all about taking these big, huge leaps to get somewhere. A lot of the women that I hang with and see, they feel like they got to do these big things. And I was one of them. But it's literally one step at a time, small steps. So, taking small steps is one thing that I was reminded of when I was at this luncheon. Small steps is a step. Another thing that I do that this is what I was already doing and I learned from myself is when you feel like you're failing, write down all the things that you have done. And I want to keep saying that because too many women I know feel like they're failing and they are like boss women with jobs, leading jobs, raising a family, taking care of their family, and they feel like they're failing. But that's because we need to remember to take rest, rest, rest. It's okay to rest. You're not going to miss out on any opportunities. Let them balls drop. Ask for help. Oh my gosh, that's one of the hardest things for me. Asking for help. A lady there told me that she is works in marketing and that she would help me. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take you up on that because normally I'm the person to be like, I got it. No, I don't got it. Trying to trying to carry all these balls stresses you out, and then you don't get to sit in your moments and your accomplishments. So maybe make, I mean, not maybe. So make sure that you are resting, resting. What else did I learn? If you're just tuning in, you're just tuning into Clean Greens Living, broadcasted here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bri. Unfortunately, our other beautiful host, Christina, wasn't able to get in today, but we still honor Christina and the work that she does with Clean Greens Farm and Market. She is our assistant farmer and our beekeeper. I assist her with the beekeeping, and she helps maintain our gardens in Seattle. She does great work on top of being a mom of five. So, Christina, if you're listening, we love you and we miss you and we wish you were here. But you know what? Life be lifing, and that's okay. Life be lifing, and that's okay. So, another thing I've learned from that luncheon is bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you're planted. So a lot of the times we're in situations. Oh, the keynote speaker was the beautiful oh my god, why did her name just fly out my head right now? And I gotta go and grab it. And I Deborah Horn, the beautiful Deborah Horn from Cairo 7. Y'all, I got to introduce Deborah Horn. What? From Cairo 7. And guess what she said? She said, I did a good job hosting. Oh. But, anyways, remember, we are all human doing human work, and she is a human like the rest of us, but she is someone I look up to. So I'm gonna sit in this moment and celebrate. But so the beautiful Deborah Horn, those are one of the gems she left for us, is to bloom where you planted. A lot of the times we have dreams for ourselves, and it's hard to get, like, if we're in a job, it's hard for us to get out of that job at that moment. But always show up as your best self where you're at, and then start making small steps to transition out to something different. But in the meantime, bloom where you're planted. She talked about having this boss that they weren't mixing well, and there were things that he was doing to stop her show, but she continued to bloom where she was planted, and no matter what happened, she still was able to be seen and do great things. So no one can stop your blessing that God has for you. Nobody, not even yourself. Now you just be stressed out going in circles for a minute until you get it together, but no one can stop your blessing that God has for you. Another thing I've learned is Deborah Horn said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So, yes, right now you're not where you want to be, but you have to be able to prepare yourself for when you get there, you're ready. So, start preparing yourself for the level you want to be at. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So, look, I made sure I was cute, because you never know when Deborah Horn's going to call you to be on her show to talk about what you do in your community. So, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? What else did I learn? Plan the life you want, right? So take some time to plan the life you want and then work backwards. I learned that from a speaker by the name of Jaleel. Plan the life you want. Think in your mind, what is the goal? What is the main goal? And from there, you start planning backwards to what you need to do to get to that goal. And remember, take small steps. Align yourself with women who are going to support you. One of the things Deborah Horn said was, which is so true, align yourself with people who's going to speak life into you and not tell you that your dream is not attainable, or your dream is too big, or you maybe want to rethink that dream. No, if that dream is in your head, that means God has given you that dream to bring into fruition. So align yourself with people. There were so many people and connections in this meeting. That's another thing. When you see a woman's luncheon, or when you see something free that is offering you a way to connect and grow yourself, take it. Take it. Take the time to take the trainings. Take the time to get coached. Hey, my name is Breon Scott, and I'm also a certified life coach. Take the time to get therapy so that you can learn how to get out of your own way. Ladies, It's time for us to start celebrating, which leads me to something else Deborah said, which was have as much confidence as a man. No disrespect to men, but sometimes they be having the most confidence and be having the basic skills. But because, sorry, got choked up. Because they have confidence, they go for it. And guess what? They get it. Meanwhile, there's women who are over accomplished for the position and they don't get it because they don't believe in themselves. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dream. Believe in your goal. Y'all, my allergies. One, my allergies are messing up. And two, devil, you ain't about to stop this show because I'm going to get out what I need to say, okay? Now, I may be choking for a minute, but we going to get this. Because, ladies, we going to get it together. We are going to do our goals. Set small goals. Break them down into small, obtainable goals each week and just keep working diligently until you get it. My main goal was to just seek God and rest and gain clarity. And from there, I've been building on that with my goals. I've launched my coaching services. Ladies, everything that you want to do is obtainable. So make sure that you're taking time to rest, get on top of your physical, food. Make sure that you are checking in with what you're putting in your body. Eating healthy helps feed your brain. Farming helps with mental clarity. Join us. Join us. I think I want to have a women's day where we just all meet at the farm and do some work and connect with each other. Um, the way to your dreams is out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Walk through the fear. Pain is okay. Failing is okay. Our pastor wrote a book, and in the book, one of the chapters is use failure as your stepping stone. You're not starting from scratch. You see what didn't work, so now you go and do something else. All right, that is time. Thank you for tuning in to Clean Greens Living here, broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'll see you guys next week, and remember to check us out at cleangreensfarmmarket.com.